and all that. In the house I grew up in, you know, it was a roof over our heads, but at the same time, too, you know, when it rained, it poured, and that was literal.
The 6'1", 240-pound Willis is arguably the best linebacker in football. At 26 years old, he's made 4 Pro Bowls in 4 NFL seasons.
He can be from point A to point B in a flash. He can startle players. You know, you see it in their eye. How in the heck did he get me?
But Patrick Willis's success is grounded in something deeper, more complex, a childhood filled with disappointment and anger that forced him to grow up too fast.
He's a guy that has every reason to quit. He's a guy that has every reason to hate everybody. Greatness is not about the guy that has all the skill and the talent. Greatness is measured by the setbacks that you've had in life. Have you been able to fight through them and become stronger?
But Patrick says there was more going on at home than just drug use.
He just got really, really abusive.
He had a tendency going too far. I mean, you can get a whooping, but it is a part when you overdo a whooping.
Getting hit with pots and pans turned into fists. Because our dad used to say, like, we ain't little no more, so he'll fight us.
I got a little switch or belt or something, I was spanking with my hand, you know. But, you know, it wasn't no killing thing. It just something let them know what they done wrong, you know.
So crazy abusive that I just started looking at him like a stranger.
Patrick immersed himself in sports. He became a star in baseball, basketball, and football at Brewston Central High School.
I'd rather be playing sports than to be home. Like, any day, that was like my escape. And I just got to the point to where as long as I don't feel that I'm fine.
On a spring day in 2001, during a family basketball game, Patrick, then 17, made a decision that would change his family forever.
Our dad is so competitive, like, if we lost, if we was on his team, we got a whooping for it. It was the game-winning point. When Patrick went up to make the shot, Patrick elbowed me, so, you know, I covered my mouth. And Patrick, he all happy because he just dunked on me. So I giggled, too, and our dad was like, it ain't funny.
The next thing you know, I saw him, like, hitting me all in the face and the head. I'm like, this is it. This is the day that me and my daddy are about to, like, fight. Because nobody's ever stood up to my dad.
I didn't hit her hard, you know, I just, she got mad and trying to fight, you know, and I whooped the butt.
And then he got ready to grab my hand again, and I ran, I grabbed his hand, I never forget, I grabbed his arm, and it just stopped completely.
And then what happened?
Then he looked back at me and he was like, boy, if you ever get in between my business again like this here, I'd kill you.
That night, Patrick, his 2 brothers and sister decided to finally tell school counselors about the years of abuse.
I felt like something crazy was going to eventually happen. Like, nothing good was going to come out of us, like, standing there. I felt like it was my job to protect them.
A week later, the Department of Children's Services sent police to the Willis home.
You know, and I said, what's going on here? I cussed him. You know, I asked what the hell, you know, I did. I said, what's going on, you know? I said, and he said, well, we come to get your kids. I said, for what? I whooped him, but I ain't abused him.
Ernest Willis was never charged with any crimes. Still, authorities planned to move his 4 children into separate foster homes across the state. The San Francisco 49ers selected Patrick Willis with the 11th pick in the 2007 draft. At 22 years old, Willis had almost everything he ever dreamed of, except for a relationship with his father.
I would just tell him, I want to be able to have a relationship with you. I can help you. If you need money for lights and groceries or food or something, but you taking it and you spending it on drugs. He literally pulled out a pocket knife. He said, Pat, you better get away from her. Ain't nobody doing nothing. I told you I wasn't doing no drugs.
He come through the front door and his eyes were just red, you know, and I knew he'd been crying. It was the only time I've ever seen him emotional or kind of broken-spirited and upset, ever. He wanted to help his dad so bad. And I think he was emotional because he wanted his dad to help himself, you know? Sorry.
When you have a tough childhood, it makes the tough things very normal. You know that I've been through this, I can handle the rest. This is just a game.
It's also a job, and Patrick works hard at it, just like he's worked hard at everything in his life. In each of his first 4 seasons with the 49ers, he's made at least 100 tackles. In May of 2010, he earned a 5-year, $50 million contract extension. Last October, he bought his first house.
I've been dreaming of getting a house like this since I was a kid.